I'm a big believer in accurate information, and the best people to get information from in this world is the people at SBC. Steve and Michelle are here with us. Let me start with you, Steve. The two words I hear about the market right now in people investing is volatility and uncertainty. With that in mind, A, do you think that's right, and what should people be doing?
Well, it's definitely right. The markets have been all over the place over the last several months, and COVID-19 is not helping things at all. A lot of stimulus going into the market right now, creating a lot of debt, and that's going to continue. The dollar's devalued, and that means that markets go all over the place. People are looking for ways to be able to diversify risk and lower that volatility, and gold is a great way to do that. So
for the average investor, how do you come into play with them?
What we're doing is helping them to be able to assess what they've got right now and try to find ways to help them to be able to spread that around so that there's not as much risk. What they lose in one hand, they're making up in the other. And we've seen tremendous growth in gold over the course of the last few months, but more importantly, if you look at it over the long term, it's even more impressive.
So people can actually move money from a retirement account without penalty in most cases and make a purchase in metals to kind of help balance their portfolio.
Yeah, that's correct. It started in 1986. The federal government started allowing people to do this. Most people don't know they can do it because financial planners would certainly are going to steer them more towards the paper assets, but it does allow you to do this without any penalties or tax consequences. In most cases, you don't have to worry about anything except for just a little bit of logisticals to help, and that's what Michelle's here for.
So that's where you come in, Michelle. You help people do this with their accounts, and you kind of do the heavy lifting for them.
Absolutely, yes. So I'm going to take down as much information as I can about yourself and your account currently and get you the paperwork necessary to transfer that over to where we can then eventually make the gold purchase.
So for a client, how much of their time does this take?
I would probably say at most 20 to 30 minutes, an initial conversation, and then a few minutes going over the paperwork, and otherwise it'd be about 1 to 2 weeks behind the scenes, and they'd be right where they need to be.
The other thing that maybe is a falsehood is people think it's kind of an all or nothing, is they can take a piece of their retirement account and you kind of help them, guide them in how much to do this. Is that right?
Yeah, and that's what probably stops a lot of people in one way from doing something, because they think that they have to put all their money into this, and that's just not the case. Most employer plans will allow you to move a portion of that, and certainly IRAs will allow you to move any portion of that you want. So it gives you the flexibility of putting some of your money in metals to be better diversified, but not putting all your eggs in one basket.
So the final question then is, if this is easy to do and this important, why are so many people not doing it?
The majority of the time it's because people just don't understand they can. The financial planners work with them on a lot of paper investments, and when people ask them about buying physical gold, they say they can't do that for them. And a lot of times the people take that as, I can't do it, or it's not allowed to be done, and that's not the case. It's just that most brokerage firms don't offer it, so they think that. But really what it comes down to is it's extremely simple, it's not very time consuming, and it gives you a lot of flexibility to be able to own physical metals in your portfolio with no tax consequence or penalty.
I appreciate both of you coming down this morning. Get the information, go to the website, make an appointment. Education is king. You're going to want all the information you can, especially right now in these tough economic times.